Well, thanks to Jimmy G, we got ourselves a little sweat here late in the afternoon and early into the evening. Welcome into Early Edge Live, our third live 1 hour stream of the day, or 45 minutes or so. I am the coach. We are here every single big game for you. We were here before the Bucks beat the Eagles earlier today. And right now, currently, the 49ers. They've been dominant for the entire game. Jimmy G throws an interception. The Cowboys coming back from the dead, down 6, 8 minutes to go. Sweat it live. Yes, Chief. We're going to sweat it live together right here on the show as we get set for the third game tonight. Steelers on the road in Arrowhead, a place they lost 36-10 back in Week 16. They're going right back to the same stadium. Amazing under the lights. Let's bring in the stars of the show. And they have been putting in overtime this weekend. Let's start live from Nashville, Tennessee, the penthouse level. M Squared, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Coach. Yeah, you're right. This game has turned into one heck of a sweat on all of the levels. Chief is fired up. He knows his team plays here very shortly. Let's do it.
Let's do it. For any of you that are new to the brand, me and Mikey, we are from Kansas City, the Kansas City area. It's our favorite team. We do not apologize for that. Now, AB, also live from Nashville, Tennessee, 8 floors below. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. We need our man, Juwan Jennings. One more catch. We need one more catch. Let's go.
We need Jimmy Garoppolo to stop taking sacks, stop leaving the ball out of here. Just stop all of it. Let's play some defense. All right. Now, me and no. First and foremost, he is from parts unknown. We call him Prop Stars. Alex, what's good?
Coach, what's good, brother? How's it going? AB, Maestro, Mikey, great to see you guys. It's nice to have a game that's a little bit more competitive today. Everybody's stoked. I don't know what happened. Hopefully you can let me know, Maestro.
Wait a second. So we got AB, you're on the Cowboys. We're on the 49ers. Why are you doing this? And Maestro's doing the same thing.
Probably.
Juwan Jennings, congratulations,
I'm happy
AB.
I'm happy
okay.
for AB.
Okay. So now no more reactions because I haven't even seen that catch yet. That's how far behind I am. I can't have my TV's over here. I got to be on laptops and iPads and everything. But I'm assuming this is going to be a first down throw. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so no more reactions.
I got to chime in quickly, Coach.
Yeah,
I saw the reaction from Larry right before on mine, and his reaction made me think it was like some sort of controversial sideline catch or no catch.
It did look like that.
He's over here like
It's only because I saw the Cowboy guy saying no catch, but it was clearly a catch.
yeah.
It wasn't
All
even
right.
close. You're right.
All right, 6 minutes, and the clock is running. We'll sweat it together first and 10, 23-17. Let's go over some of the plays that we had in this game that were spot on with what we thought it would be. And, Alex, I got to come to you because Deebo has been a beast on the ground. Just 8 carries, but 58 big yards. He went over his total by 30 yards.
He did indeed. He's looked just every bit of dynamic. He is the most versatile weapon in the NFL, in my opinion. His ability to seamlessly transition from running back to wide receiver to even quarterback in a pinch. This guy is so talented, just can do anything they want. I felt like this was a great spot with how hyper aggressive Dallas's pass rush is, and the way to mitigate that is to give him the ball close to the line of scrimmage, which they've done successfully. And yeah, he's made Dallas pay multiple times, and Deebo just looks fantastic.
He looks fantastic. Receiving for Deebo tonight, not a huge night, but enough. 2 catches, 34 yards. AB, let me come to you because it's the ticket we were just talking about catching. Juwan Jennings, you said, and Mikey even backed you up, that he's been way more of a target than in weeks past. 3 catches, 29. We'll catch that over 2.5. Nicely done.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And he really is. He's become, a familiar guy for Jimmy Garoppolo. He's basically a second tight end on the field. That's kind of how they use him. And the guy's got really strong hands. He makes good catches. Yeah. I love it. If the 49ers win, yeah, we're hitting on some Juwan Jennings bets next week as well.
That's for damn sure. Mikey, let me come to you because when you look on the Dallas side, we talked about the under today, and you said Ezekiel. Well, you look at his numbers, 12 carries, 31 yards, not even close to his number. And Tony Pollard, 4 carries, 14 yards, not anywhere close to his number either.
Yeah, no, it's the game script, what we thought could potentially, some of us that were on 49ers thought that they could struggle a little bit. But
no.
It's not.
Yeah, I know.
Fumble 49ers.
No, it's not. It's an incomplete pass. It happened about 30 seconds ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
sorry.
Thank you. All right.
Very
That's
fortunately,
the only time I want you to to react is when I'm wrong. So, yeah, they're showing the replay now, and that's going to hit the ground. Good call, Maestro. Yep, not even close. Okay. So back to you, Mikey. Sorry, we were talking about the lack of production, and for the receiving core, too, you only got Cooper and Wilson are the only two that are over 50 yards today.
Yeah, I mean, the one I want to talk about most, I mean, we could talk about the backs. We kind of knew, at least us on here, we knew that Zeke was not going to be much of a factor there. But CeeDee Lamb is the one that I think we need to talk about the most. It literally looks like he's just not ready to play football today. Looks like he was asleep to start the game. He's had one play. I mean, you could argue it's Dak's fault too, but that one play that he had where he finally had a catch that got called back because of the illegal motion on the shift, just things like that. He does not seem mentally there today, at least thus far. We'll see if he scores some sort of game-winning touchdown here or something, but he was not sharp early, and it's definitely hurt them.
All right, 3rd and 7, and I know many of you are ahead of me, but many of you are not here driving around. Whistles, and a flag comes down. It's going to be a false start. It looks like you can't make this stuff up. Playoff football is just the best, no matter what side you're on. So they're going to go back up 5. It'll be 3rd and 12, 4.5 minutes to play. So, Maestro, I hate to say this because I just hate to say it, but barring a miracle, you and I are going to win our showdown bets with AB because we're getting 3. And even right now, a game-winning touchdown, they would only win by 1.
Well, there's ton of time left, so I wouldn't want to say that. But yeah, I would love to see one long Deebo catch in this drive right now. That would make me happy because I hit the rushing, I hit Wilson, but I would love to see one big play to Deebo, but we'll see what happens.
Well, they threw it to Deebo, and it was incomplete, almost intercepted, but there is a flag down on the play, and we'll see.
It's holding on the Cowboys, so it's 1st down, 49.
All right, very good. Holding on the Cowboys on Deebo. So even though he didn't catch it, he continues to do work. And those are the type of things, Alex, when I come back to you, when you look at certain players, that those are yards that Deebo should get credit for because he was responsible. And now we're talking another set of downs, 2 more minutes off the clock. That's big time. That's how good Deebo is.
Yeah, the guy is incredible. Just his ability to impact the game as a wide receiver, as a running back. I mean, he looks like a better quarterback when he throws the ball to Jimmy Garoppolo as well. So, yeah, his ability just to change positions and just look phenomenal. He is just the ultimate Swiss Army knife. In my opinion, he's the best all-around offensive player in the NFL. He should be in the conversation for Offensive Player of the Year right there with Cooper Kupp and Jonathan Taylor. So, yeah, he's had an absolutely phenomenal year. The Niners just continue to ride him, just get the ball in his hands, creative. They just gave him another handoff. Yeah, just makes things happen. He is so dynamic with the football. Just very, very impressive to watch.
All right, very good. Michael in the chat says, let's go, Russell Henley. You're damn right. He birdies 6 to go up by 2. For those of you that haven't been watching, your boys got a plus 3,100 ticket on Russell Henley today. We've got to close it out. We need it for the weekend. But, Maestro, I want to come back to you because so much was made, and I don't get it. I don't understand it. From the Dallas side, before the game, Super Bowl or bust. That's what it's all about here in Dallas. Is it really? When is it Super Bowl or bust? Since 25 years ago? I don't understand putting themselves into a corner like they are. And now if they lose this game, they look foolish. Very, very foolish. Your thoughts on the whole narrative before the game started?
I mean, they've got a great team and they've got a shot to win. And, I think the NFC is pretty wide open if they were to get by this game. But, yeah, I mean, it's typical from Dallas. We've seen it a lot. They've lost as a top seed at home before. But this is just classic. I'm just so glad we have a great game. We had some great info on some of the other games, but finally we got a great game.
Yeah, we do. And I know because Chad, you want to get on my bad side? Go ahead and tell me what happens. I know they're not going to get it here. It's going to be 4th down. My man Chad ruined it in the chat, but it's going to be 4th and 1 from the 49. What do we do, guys? What do we go for? Do we punt it and let our defense play defense? I think you punt it, right?
Give the ball to the Cowboys. Let's go. Come on.
I think you have to punt it at this stage. Dak looking as good as he has at midfield. I don't think you can risk giving Dallas a short field with this much time. 49ers defense has also looked very good, forcing them to be one-dimensional. So, yeah, I'm punting if I'm the coach here.
All
But
right,
can I just
Maestro.
say, there, like this 4th and 1, okay, but that 4th and 1 when you're up 10-0 on their 20 or what yard line were they on? They took an easy field goal.
32 or something. Yeah,
Was it? I thought it was even closer than
it
that.
was Dallas's 32.
No, I thought it was even closer than that. I thought that wasn't one of the long field goals they hit. I thought that was a shorter field goal. But that, to me, was Kyle Shanahan not coming up big. I mean, you had everything going, and you basically had a chance to put the game away. It was 4th and a long 1.
All right.
And
Well,
you got
they
Deebo
decided.
and-
They tried to get the Cowboys to jump. It didn't work. They take a delay of game, so they now will punt. 2:50 to go. This is what it's all about, right? So we can either do one of two things. We can sweat this out together and just talk, or we can get into the Steelers and Chiefs. As this game's playing out, we can continue to get updates. What would you guys like to do?
I think people are here to talk Chiefs and Steelers.
Okay, then we're going to talk Steelers and Chiefs. Let's get into our best bets right now, because tonight the number is 12.5. And are we going to go with 46.5 tonight? Is that the number that's currently at Caesars, AB?
Yeah,
We're going to go 12.5.
Yep.
All right, 46.5 and 12.5. Very good. All right, so the Steelers, 9-7-1 straight up this year, 8-9 against the spread. The Chiefs, 12-5 straight up. Also, 8-9 against the spread. Maestro, I want to come to you first because one of your best bets this week, I think, is the exact way that you have to bet this game tonight. So I want to start with you.
I'm assuming you're talking about the Chiefs in the first half.
Yes.
Because of how bad the Steelers have been in the first half. 22 points over their last 7 first halves. The Chiefs averaged 15 points in the first half. The first game, they got up 30-0 in that game. So I really love that play, but I'm mainly seeing 7.5s across the market now. I would not lay 7.5 in the first half. And I just think the Steelers, the second half of the season, they averaged 4.5 yards per play. And they were outgained by 1.1 yards per play throughout the second half. It's a miracle they got here. All credit to them. But if the Chiefs play their game, they should cover. They should win by 2 touchdowns.
All right. Very, very good. Don't you? And you have a prop, correct?
Yeah, and I'm going Byron Pringle, 14 catches, 19 targets the last 3 weeks, 41 pass routes last week, and he had a huge game against the Steelers, 6 catches, 75 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Pringle. And Tyreek Hill, he's got to play, but is he a little bit banged up? That could mean more for Pringle. We only have to get 30 yards.
Oh, I know it. I like him a lot tonight. And I know Patrick Mahomes is going to be looking at him a lot too. All right, let's go right up the board. AB, talk to me.
Well, first off, it looks like Dak Prescott just threw a 38-yard pass, which we had his longest completion at 37.5. So if that holds at 38, you're sitting pretty on that, baby. All right, look, we're going to go 2 plays for tonight. We got Patrick Mahomes' longest completion over 36.5 yards. I believe that you're going to see the Chiefs come out super aggressive, very similar to kind of how the Bucs and the Bills look at it, saying, look, we're playing against an opponent that points are their biggest problem, right, in terms of the Steelers' offense. So the more points they put up early, the more difficult it's going to be. So I think we're going to get some shots down the field. Second, we're going to go Chiefs over 3.5 team touchdowns. So the Chiefs just have to score 4 or more touchdowns. That's it. However they do it, offensively, defensively, special teams, any way, it all works. So, yeah, we're going with those 2.
I know that you were excited about that longest reception, but wasn't one of our plays on Dalton Schultz under his longest reception?
It might have been. Sorry about your luck.
Because that was Dalton Schultz that caught that long one. Dak, almost intercepted to CeeDee Lamb. So it's going to be 3rd down and 11, 2-minute warning for the Cowboys after that long play into San Francisco territory. This is what it's all about right here. My goodness, is this what it's all about?
Coach, we did talk about that Schultz play, but we didn't go with it, thankfully, and then Uncle Dave hit his Schultz prop over just now.
All good for everybody. All right, Alex, let me come to you because this is a prop that I love, but also Big Ben has been very, very, very pass-heavy the last few weeks when they thought their season was over. You see that continuing tonight, correct?
Yeah, I absolutely do. I had to take a bite out of this at 225 yards, just a little bit too low. Should have been around 235 to 239, in my opinion. I like the fact that Ben is playing in a game with potentially some very negative game script, a positive game script for this prop against the Chiefs, almost 2 touchdown underdogs. They're going to have to air the ball out a ton. That is also what they do. That is the path of least resistance as well against this Kansas City team. Ben has also cruised past this number in 11 of 16 starts this season, getting Juju Smith-Schuster back as well. He's going to have a full arsenal of receivers. Juju, Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool, my guy Pat Freiermuth as well. So yeah, I like the weapons. Najee Harris out of the backfield as well can catch passes. I think Ben's going to easily cruise over this number, and the Chiefs are going to push him as well.
All right. I love that a lot. We've got a lot of props to talk about. If you have a prop that you like, go ahead and drop it into the chat for me. Leave the juice as well. And go ahead and hit that like button for every – I don't know if we're doing it tonight, but it'll help the show. I don't know if we're giving away codes tonight, but we will be doing that more and more in the near future. All right. So, Mikey, let me come to you because Najee Harris is going to be – if they want any chance of winning tonight, they're going to need this dude. Now, his catch total, over 3.5. He was big time last week. He went like over all of his numbers. Let's start with his reception number.
Yeah, I lean towards the over. What's the do you have the juice on it there? My median number on it's 3.7, so it just depend on the juice.
Minus 157. That's
Yeah.
what I have. Really juicy.
Yeah, minus 157. I would prefer at that point. I would prefer going up a full reception and taking it at plus money. Just because I think if he goes comfortably, if he hits the 3.5, I think he's more likely to hit 5 here in this game and be really, really, really involved. I'm mostly interested though on this to see how Juju Smith-Schuster being back impacts some of his usage out of the backfield in the passing game. Because I think that it potentially could in this spot, but one of those classic ones, I'm definitely not taking the under on it just because of the game script. Like we project such a negative game script that he could be that easy target. I'm just a little skeptical with Smith-Schuster back and the laying minus 150. So if you can find the plus money, go for it.
Dak. Oh, almost a great play. Then it was an incomplete pass. So there is a flag down on the play. Let's hold the phone real quick. And it looks like it's going to go against Dallas. But here's the interesting thing. Do you accept the penalty and make it 4th and 11? Or do you take the yardage and make it 3rd and 21?
Yeah, I would decline. They declined.
They're going to decline it. All right.
Dallas has killed itself with penalties. My God.
Killed itself with penalties today. My goodness. All right. So let's just stop the show for just 5 seconds because this is the game. This is the game right here. So it's 4th and 11, a minute 49. Mike McCarthy seeing his coaching career maybe hanging in the balance. So 4th and 11. Play clock at 13, 12, 11.
Coach,
10.
you will not believe what happened.
Maestro!
That's all.
What are you doing?
Give it away. I didn't give
What are you doing?
I didn't give it away.
You did give it away. Incomplete pass without a flag. 49ers are going to win and cover and win the second half.
Cowboys have 3 timeouts.
Yeah,
I guess that's true.
Yeah, let me say this.
If Cedric Wilson could keep his feet, they would be inside the 20.
Let me say this. Maestro's never hosting a show, ever. Maestro's never hosting a show.
Like I was going to say, my $200 here doesn't feel good with their 3 timeouts. I think we're pretty much toast on this one.
I just got a text message of a picture of Mike McCarthy, and it says gray bearded AB coaching the Cowboys.
That's pretty
no
good.
joke. That just happened.
Pretty good.
Gray bearded
I'll tell you
AB.
I'll say
line
this.
of the day.
Yeah, it is the line of the day. And also, I'll say this. If I were McCarthy, I guarantee I'd have more than 1 Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. I can guarantee I'd have that. So there we go.
Oh, my goodness. Chad in the chat said, Maestro, coach will never let me host either. Don't feel bad. This is so much fun. I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are too, because this is why we started this show. This is the whole reason, was to be able to do this with all of you at home, and it's so much fun. All right, so the Niners have the ball. They're going to try and run it out. First down, a 1 or 2 yard gain. All right, let's get back to the Steelers and Chiefs. Let me come to you because you love the quarterback props, AB. But his attempts, Big Ben, it's been 50, 60 in 1 week, I believe it, or had 48 or 50. His attempts tonight is over 39.5.
You know what? I actually don't like it. Now, I'm not saying don't play it, but I'm certainly not. And the reason being is that Kansas City they've got a 49ers feel to them in the sense that they can take the ball and eat some clock, man. Like they could just take you out of the game. I think we all believe that there's going to be a game script where Pittsburgh's pretty much playing from behind all night, which I agree with. But Kansas City could just eat so much time that you just don't have as many chances. And you know that they're going to spend as much as they can in the first quarter and first half running the football as well. I just don't – I don't feel it tonight. It could get there. I'm not saying it can't, but I'm not feeling it in this one.
You are not going to believe this. Holding on Dallas on a running play. That never happens. And it was on a defensive lineman. And wow, what a horrible. This is on brand for the Cowboys today. It is penalty after penalty after penalty after penalty. And Mike McCarthy, he's that cutaway. In the production truck, the director's going, let's get McCarthy as much as possible. McCarthy.
You know, the tough part is that we're not going to see him get slimed because this is, a Nickelodeon, episode as well within our CBS Sports family. I really wanted to see Mike McCarthy with slime because he wouldn't have liked that at all. He would have not have played along with it. He'd have hated it.
They actually showed one of the touchdowns with all the slime on the screen. I want more of those games. I want more of that because it's a lot of fun to watch as well. 14th penalty today for Dallas ties a team postseason record. It's a graphic you never want to see, and they just saw it. So it's going to be first down and 10, 2 timeouts for Dallas, 1:31 to go, and another flag on the field. All right, Mikey, I'm coming back to you because we talk about Pringle and we talk about Tyreek. He hasn't been the same since COVID. Hardman's number is 23.5. And I know he splits time with Pringle. Do we like that number?
I mean, it's low enough that I think you can definitely lean into it. I think I want to be cautious with it, though, because I do like Byron Pringle more. Byron Pringle's a better player. The issue, why everyone wants to play it, is because Mecole Hardman simply has to replace Tyreek Hill in the times that Tyreek is not on the field. That's why Mecole Hardman has played well or seen more action in the last few games. It's because Tyreek has been standing on the sidelines. Those two are a 1-to-1 in terms of when Tyreek is out, Mecole Hardman is on the field. I personally expect Tyreek Hill to be there more like a more normal role tonight. So it comes down to, do you think Tyreek's still limited at all? If you think he's limited at all, where we're talking, even 3-4 plays that he normally wouldn't play, then yes, I think you can lean over on Hardman. And just because it's such a low number, it is a one catch kind of deal. I just want to be cautious in general with Hardman because it is highly correlated to his recent success, is highly correlated to Tyreek sitting on the sidelines. And when Tyreek is in the game, it helps Byron Pringle a lot.
All right. So, Alex, based off of what Mikey just said, the two names that at the start of the year we were just crushing on was Kelce and Hill. And then they both just kind of went away as far as their props numbers were concerned because they were so high. Here is Tyreek and Travis. Both 5.5, not 6.5. Okay. -112, -143. Then their receiving yards, Tyreek is 68.5, Kelce is 69.5. So almost identical numbers for both. Your thoughts on either one?
Yeah, it's really interesting. With Tyreek, he's had some injury issues going on the COVID list, conditioning as well. You have to worry about the heel a little bit too. How healthy is he? I expect him to be out there playing a full complement of snaps, but it wouldn't surprise me with a guy as explosive, as fast as him, even if the injury is just, bugging him a little bit, like a speedster like that. I just feel like it has a profound effect on him, a negative impact. So, yeah, it's hard for me to back Tyreek. As far as Kelce is concerned, there's a discussion going around fantasy communities and prop community as well. If this guy has lost a step, some people think he has, some people think he hasn't. It's up in the air. I'm personally just erring on the side of caution. I just haven't seen it with Kelce, not able to separate like he was in the past, although it wouldn't surprise me to see him have an absolutely dominant effort tonight either. But for these reasons, I am staying away from both numbers, even though they're both appealing.
Wow. There are people out there that are saying that our Travis Kelce has lost a step.
Quite a
then
few.
Maybe
Coach.
he's on the other side. He says quite a few, coach. Quite a few, coach. Maestro, let me come back to you because I feel like we're kind of leaving you out a little bit on the props conversation. And I know you're sweating the game just like we are. By the way, I love when they show Cowboy fans that are crying. That's so great. And as much as I despise it when Stephen A. does his Cowboy shtick on First Take, I'll be here for it tomorrow. And Deebo finishes the game with a 13-yard rush for a first down. And this one is OVER, over. AB, if you'd care to Venmo live on the show, I mean, we've never done that before.
No, we haven't. I'm gonna have to run upstairs and grab my phone, but I'll tell you what, hang tight. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right, AB will be back.
We cashed the Zeke under 69.5 rushing and receiving yards with this game being concluded. So that was one of my favorite plays of the day. Happy to cash that one, folks.
Hold on. You said combo was what?
69.5.
Was the combo?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't hit that, but he has 63 on the ground by itself.
Zeke does?
Zeke. Oh, no, Zeke. Oh, I thought you were talking about Deebo. Oh, my God, I'm talking about Deebo. Yes. Sorry, Zeke. Yes. Yeah, let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate Zach. See, what is my ears doing?
Scared me, Coach. I was like, did I miss something?
Yeah, I'm not a math major, but I know what that adds to. My bad.
Can I just say something? Because this is going to be Mike McCarthy. People are just going to pile on. And I think he has underachieved with all the talent he's had. But this is at least everything I've ever seen him say or behave or represent. I think he's a good man. I really think he's a good man. And I don't have that feeling about that many coaches, just the way he responds to certain things. I have a ton of respect for him, and I feel for him because of what he's about to go through. Is he definitely getting fired? Is that like a foregone conclusion? But I just mean he's a laughing. He's kind of like a, people are going to say that he's a failure.
Well, I'm glad that you want to step up for the man. I prefer to talk about the coach, and he just hasn't done the job, and he shouldn't have gotten this job. And this is more proof of that. But I'm sure he's a good guy, Maestro. I'm sure he's a good guy. But at some point, Cowboy fans have got to face a reality. You've got to start switching up what you're doing. We're talking 25 years. 25 years. By the way, little screenshot. I don't know if y'all can see that. Thank you, AB.
Let me pull you in, Coach. Hold on. Put that back up.
Okay.
Coach gets paid first, huh?
Well, I mean, he knows where his bread's buttered, Maestro.
If you could read that, what I wrote in the Venmo?
Yes, I can. Because I'm a big idiot. He says because I'm a big idiot.
Maestro, you're coming up next. Yeah, sorry.
Let me come back to you, Mikey. In the chat. Thank you. Henley birdies 8. Okay, so we're up to 22 under par and a 3-shot lead for Henley. Okay. Mikey, I had a question for you from the chat, and then I lost it with the Henley stuff. Zach Gentry, 7.5 receiving yards, -110.
I don't mind it. Yeah, I can see it happening. The only question is just like it's the same question we're gonna have for a lot of these Steelers pass catchers is what does Juju Smith-Schuster back look like? Do they run a little bit less of the 2 tight end? Do they, how? That's the only thing. He's going to see very limited targets. If you think he's going to have 1 catch, I think it's a fine bet. But it's not something I would typically play, despite telling you that I would lean towards the over on it.
Okay. You got to be very, very careful. We talked about on our prop special, everybody at home, that in the playoffs, everything is a lot tighter, a lot more efficient. Alex, let me come to you. We haven't talked about Darrell Williams. We haven't talked about the ground game for Kansas City yet. His rushing number looks like this, over 57.5, and his longest rush is over 14.5 at -112. Do you like either one?
I think they're both fairly efficient. If I had to choose, I'd choose the 57.5 rushing yards. I do think he sees between 12 and 14 carries. That seems to be the magic number that they give out to whether it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire or the mentor in the backfield. So, yeah, I think 57 yards is pretty much spot on And same with the 14.5 number as well. But I'd lean over on the 57.5 with Darrell Williams. He's very much involved in the passing game. Very good receiver out of the backfield. So I'd personally look to attack him out of his combo prop or his receiving prop.
All right. Very, very good. Chat question. Maestro, let me come to you. Tyler says, have they talked about the game total yet? And we have not. 46.5. And normally in the playoffs, you got to be very, very careful because it's all about just win and advance. What do you make of this total? When they met in week 16, it was 46.
Yeah, and I had mentioned this stat from TA Analytics before that 25 of the 36 wildcard games outdoors had gone under. And this week, off top of my head, Bengals went under, Buccaneers barely went under. And it looks like this game, I don't know if you qualify this as indoors or outdoors because of probably an indoor game. But anyway, this one's going under as well. I actually lean over just because I think the Chiefs are going to put up a big number, and I think the Steelers are going to get theirs late.
I agree. And the Steelers are one franchise because of what happened 2 years ago in the playoffs. They can't afford to even let up for a second in the playoffs. They can't afford to do that. They've got to play all the way to the finish. Now, I will tell you, there was a review in the San Francisco game, and they're saying he was down just inside of the 1 yard line or of the first down. So it's going to be 4th and inches. And this is a very, very interesting call, guys, on what the 49ers are going to do. Would you guys go for this? Or would you punt it back to them with no timeouts and a little less than a minute to play? I think I'm going to go and try to keep the ball.
With the personnel that San Francisco has, in my opinion, their ability to run the ball, and whether it's Elijah Mitchell, whether it's Deebo Samuel, or Juszczyk, I'm going for it as well. They are literally built to run the ball. They run the ball as much as any team in football, have a lot of scheme versatility as well. So if you're San Francisco and you have a playbook like they do and a blocking scheme like they do, I think you have to.
All right, looks like they are going to go for it. While they go for it, Mikey, somebody in the chat, they know you're our first quarter spread guy. In Kansas City, it's 6.5 in the first quarter and also 7 for the first half. So even the books think that it's going to be Chiefs from the jump. Would you like that first quarter and the first half?
Yeah, I'm wondering, is the first quarter play, is that the spread for the first quarter? Or is that how many? Is that like a team?
It's I have 3.5 for
total.
the first quarter.
Right, because the first quarter spread should be 3.5. So I'm guessing he's asking if they want like a Chiefs team total over 6.5. Yeah.
Okay.
So KC over 6.5. I mean, I think you could lean there. I think they'll end up scoring a touchdown in the first quarter. It's always fragile, just because, especially playing at home here, you don't win the coin toss. You defer to the second half. You know, they could take up a drive. It's really difficult. When I'm doing that, I'm more likely to bet on the total points in the quarter by both teams rather than one, just because knowing how many possessions they're going to have. So, I think that's a touchdown in the first quarter personally, but not something I would be playing.
Okay. Well, AB, along those same lines, the first half over is 24.
I don't like it just because both of these offenses are kind of slow moving. Pittsburgh really doesn't score in the first half much at all. And the Chiefs, they would pretty much have to convert every single drive they have into a touchdown. I think that you're going to find better option bets, right? Number two, Maestro, if you could confirm, did that Venmo just go through as well? Congratulations to both of you.
I got it. I got it.
All right, we're good. All right, so yeah, 24.5, that's a lot. You just got two teams that really don't score, and then the Chiefs like to hold the ball. Also, could I give a Chick-fil-A nugget really quick while we watch the end of this game? Okay. In the history of the NFL wildcard weekend, okay, all time, there have been 7 teams that were a home double-digit favorite. Okay. They are 7-0 straight up and 7-0 against the spread.
Wow. By the way, this is the highest spread in the history of the wild card round tonight. The highest. There's never one higher than tonight. 1978 it goes back to. By the way, the 49ers on the 4th down, false start. So now they have to punt it back to Dallas. And the end of this game is literally taking forever. So, of course, my TV has frozen, but there's going to be less than 30 seconds on the clock, and the Cowboys are going to have to go the whole – what is going on?
Hey, real quick, can I answer a
Yeah.
question in the chat here from Darren? He says thoughts on a
Go
kicker
for it.
prop. Yeah, over 1.5 field goals. Look, if you're going to play Boswell with the Steelers, you better get it early because that could be out of the game, by the middle of the second quarter. If you're getting 1.5 on Butker for the Chiefs, that's actually not bad at all. Some of the books I saw had 2.5 in terms of field goals. And then, usually kickers, if you look at total points in a game, it's usually from, 6.5, somewhere around there. I believe his is 7.5 or 8.5, right? So be careful over there. But if you're getting Butker over 1.5 field goals, yeah, I don't hate that at all. The juice is obviously going to matter because it's probably pretty high. But if you can get it 1.5, that's pretty good bet.
All right, so 32 seconds to go. My TV went out, so I'm on my laptop again. So now the Cowboys have the ball back, 20-yard line, no timeouts, and first, oh no, they ran it like a flea flicker. It worked out to the 40. So 24 seconds to go. 1st and 10 for Dallas.
I so hope. I'm sorry to interrupt. I so hope me sending those Venmos just jinxed it. We get a Cowboys touchdown, missed extra point, go to overtime. Cowboys cover. Let's go.
Oh my gosh! I even got arrogant wearing the Cowboys hat because I was so happy that I was going to win this. This is just par for the course.
They've got
right
a
now.
Hail Mary now. I mean, they're at the 50, so they have a shot now.
Thank you, Maestro. Thank you. I know that
you can't get that analysis anywhere else.
Yeah, that's hardcore stuff here at the Early Edge right now. And of course, the 49ers are playing 30 yards back. Because this is just crazy. And so they're throwing it, and they're going to get 20 yards, 15 yards, because there's nobody up at the line of scrimmage. What are they doing? So 18 seconds to go. They're at midfield. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. All right, so I think it's time. It's so hard to concentrate. It's time to do – let's do the VJM. Let's do the VJ because we're done with props. We've done all of them, and I know all of us are watching this game. Everybody at home is watching this game, but we'll try to continue. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna sweat this out together. All right. So wide open. The 49ers are playing 30 yards off. It's now 14 seconds to go, and they're giving up 15 yards. If they lose this, they deserve to lose it, Maestro. They do. You can't play like this.
Well, Kyle Shanahan, I mean, he's never going to live down. I'm sitting here in Atlanta, and he's never going to live down what happened in the Super Bowl and, not kicking the field goal to go up 10, not knowing what yard line they were at with the chance to put the Patriots away. But if he loses this one, I mean, just forget it.
Maestro, real quick on that. All right, so that Super Bowl, right, the 28-3, if you remember, and anybody in the chat, you could look this up. Kyle Shanahan lost the playbook. Right on like Monday or Tuesday night, the week of that game, I was sitting right beside him when he lost it. And he's just looking around. And somebody walked up, handed to him, said, "I think this belongs to you." And he's like, "Oh, thanks, man."
What?
I swear to you. Yeah, I swear to you. I'm telling you, look it up. I was sitting right beside him, and he just had those eyes like, this ain't good.
Wow. By the way, I was at that Super Bowl with the Chiefs and the 49ers when they were up double digits for most of the game. Unbelievable to be in the stadium when we came back and won that game. Okay, so 2nd and 1, 14 seconds to go, 5 wide receivers, and literally there's nobody within 20 yards of the line of scrimmage except for the 3 linemen. And so now Dak is running the ball. He's going to get 20 yards and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over. Is it over?
It's over. I'm just shocked that New York. I'm shocked
that
New York didn't call down and say 1 second so they could get one more play.
What was Dak? I know what Dak was thinking about, but he ran a quarterback draw with no timeouts.
The ref kind of bumped into him.
Are they going to give him one more play?
No, it's over.
Is it over?
Yeah.
Oh, they're showing a replay. All right, it's over. That was not easy. And this will not be a show we put on the highlight reel either, but damn it, it was fun. All right, let's jump right in because we've got just a few minutes left before the late game starts. 49ers cover on the field. All right, let's do the VJM real quick. Then we'll do the donkey. Then we'll get the hell out of here. Mikey, you get to go first. Who are you picking tonight?
All right, I'm going with DeMarcus Robinson, plus 2,500 for the Kansas City Chiefs. A lot of talk on Mecole Hardman, Byron Pringle, Tyreek Hill, all of that. I don't expect Mecole Hardman to be on the field. If Tyreek Hill is, when they bring in that other third wide receiver set, it's going to be, in my opinion, Demarcus Robinson. Josh Gordon inactive for Kansas City tonight also helps that depth chart issue a little bit. Love him at 2,500 here. Chiefs score the first touchdown.
I'm so glad Josh Gordon is not active tonight. I don't need him, and I don't need him out there making mistakes. All right, AB looking for a 3-time entry into the club. What are you talking about tonight?
Correct, sir. And I'm going to go with the quarterback of the team that's looking to go his third straight Super Bowl. That's Patrick Mahomes plus 2,000. I think they get down to the red zone. And you know what? This is the time where they don't get cute. They don't try a belly pass. They don't try to do any of this. Just Mahomes right up the gut. Ensure it. Yeah, I'm going Patty Mahomes, baby.
All right, going to be part of those 20.5 rushing yards that we need. We need 21 rushing yards for Patrick Mahomes, and none of them to go into the end zone. All right, Maestro, who are you going with tonight, big boy?
I'm going to back up that pick and go with Patrick Mahomes at 20-1. I'll give you a stat. 8 rushing touchdowns in 65 regular season games, but in the playoffs, he runs it more. 4 rushing touchdowns in just 8 playoff games. His rushing attempts go up. We get a good pass rush from TJ Watt. Maybe he scrambles in.
All right. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. But I'm going to go with one of the guys that M Square just talked about, Byron Pringle, plus 1,300. He's been a guy that Patrick Mahomes has really started to confide in. He really trusts him. And in a playoff game, as we've talked about ad nauseum over the weekend, it's all about trust. All right, Alex, I purposely have left you to sort of to the end because I know right now there's nobody that wants to get more than you. More than you. What do you like today?
If there was ever a guy to get me home, it would be Old Faithful Heath Miller 2.0, the man known affectionately as the Muth, Pat Fryermuth. We are going with my guy. He has cashed so many tickets for me all season. This is be poetic if he gets a touchdown tonight. I like the matchup. Ben looks his way in the red zone a lot. Steady hands. Let's go. Pat Fryermuth score that first touchdown.
I have been shocked at some of the number. Oh, look who decided. He's a human being. He's got a family. Oh, Jeweler, welcome to the third show of, fourth technically, third live stream. What are you going with tonight, big boy?
Let's see. Tonight, I am going to go with Derek Gore to score the first touchdown of the game. Plus 1,600 is the best number that I have seen him at. That is over at DraftKings. I think with Clyde Edwards-Helaire out, I think we could see it. Also, he seems to be a pretty trendy anytime touchdown scorer pick. So going to roll with that. I got to say, between the last show and this show, I actually did walk down to a local bar and had to watch outside the bar. I could see the screen from, the big glass screen outside while drinking a beer. I saw Amari Cooper score the second touchdown of the game, which gets you nothing here, which was really tough. And, I was earlier shilling crypto in the live chat, and there were a couple of guys talking about a buddy of theirs who was staking his Ethereum, but of course they're not actually staking their Ethereum. It's their buddy who's actually making the money. So just like them, I'm having to swap stories about other people I know making money while I'm out here in the cold and the snow. Just being pathetic.
What the hell? How much did you drink when you were at that bar, by the way?
Just one brew.
Yeah.
Because I get another show. We got one more.
About?
We got one more show at 10 p.m. on the first cut, Coach. Like we're going all day here.
I was going to say, I believe the jeweler's taking a Bitcoin as his first touchdown tonight. So there you go.
That's what I thought he was getting to. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? All right. So Derek Gore. By the way, I once wrestled a guy named Rhino, and that was his finish. Gore. All right. One thing left to do, and it's the donkey. All right. M Squared, the floor is yours.
Right. Kansas City Chiefs minus 2.5. Pittsburgh Steelers plus 21.5. Over 36.5 in the game. Chiefs minus 3.5 in the first half. Byron Pringle over 14.5 receiving yards. Darrell Williams over 14.5 receiving yards. Plus 400. Have to comment here though. The sportsbook has removed Byron Pringle. plus 14.5 in the last 3 minutes since I have placed it. It is now 19.5 is the lowest you can get on Pringle. I still like it, but just note you will not be able to find the 14.5 anymore, unfortunately.
All right, very good. I like that a lot. Giving you a return at plus 400. By the way, Russell Henley just eagled 9. He is 6 under through his first 9 holes. He's opened up a 5-shot lead. As M Squared always likes to say, what could go wrong in the final 9 holes?
What could go wrong?
If I don't win this one, you guys might not see me tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. All right, here's our recap as our best bets. We don't need to go over them, but we're going to leave it up as we say our goodbyes. You know, like we like to end every single live show with my guys telling me what they're most looking forward to tonight. So, AB, start us off.
Yep. You know what we talked about earlier. There has never been a home double-digit favorite in the wild card weekend to not win and not cover. Let's see if he goes on and makes it 8 tonight. Chief likes the Chiefs.
Chief likes it.
There we go.
Yes, yes. All right, Alex, talk to me.
Wouldn't it be fitting if the biggest underdog on the slate ends up being the most competitive game of the wild card weekend? I hope that's the case. We've seen some kind of ugly football. I'm hoping this game is close, competitive, hard fought, and fun to watch.
What is wrong with you? We do not want that tonight. Mikey, please talk to Alex. Go.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a somewhat competitive game at times, as long as the Chiefs win. That's really what I care about. I'd like Travis Kelce to score a touchdown. If you follow me and the boss man Noah on Twitter, we will be giving away, I believe, $100 cash to someone who retweets if Travis Kelce finds the end zone. If the Chiefs win, you obviously can participate in the donkey giveaway over there as well. But I'm looking forward to all those things. Chiefs win, Travis Kelce touchdown, and let's do it.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Maestro, bring us home, pal.
Yeah, I'm looking for a very convincing Chiefs win. I hope with the injuries at running back, they come out and just throw the ball because they're more efficient passing the ball anyway. I know you can run on Pittsburgh, but I think it's kind of fool's gold to run the ball just because that's their weakness. Your strength is your strength, and that's what you should do.
All right, very good. Spoken by the Maestro. All right, we've had an incredible day. We love doing this. 4 big shows. We'll be back tomorrow, our normal morning show at 10 a.m. And then, of course, the first Monday playoff game. And we're here for it at 7:15 Eastern time, counting down to the Cardinals and to the Rams. By the way, if the Chiefs win tonight, they will host the Bills next week, and the Titans would host the Cincinnati Bengals. All right, there's only one thing left to do, and you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, what a day they've had. M Squared, Maestro, Alex, AB on the 1s and the 2s. I am the coach. Tell all your friends. It doesn't matter if it's a day, a week, a month. We're here for you on the early edge. Good luck.